Well, hello and good day toy fans, and welcome to Super Awesome Toys. My name is Panama Zartan, and in this episode we'll take a look at Warbotron's WB01-A Airburst. That's not blast off. Warbotron's first foray into the third-party Transformers is a combiner named Warbotron, which is their interpretation of Bruticus, the Gestalt from the Combaticons. And their first figure is none other than Airburst. They're not blast-off. Airburst comes packaged inside this nice box with great artwork in the front, showcasing the figure in his robot mode in cool negative colors, and the combined Warbotron robot in the background. The side of the box has the Warbotron logo, and the back has some artwork straight out of the included comic. Slipping the cover off reveals a window box underneath with the figure displayed through the window and some nice artwork of Airburst to the side. The side of the box gives us some info on the robot, and the back has some artwork of Airburst in his robot and out modes. Now, opening the box, we can slip out the tray. He comes neatly packed in this plastic tray with his accessories to the side. He also includes this bag, which contains his instructions and a card. Well, here we have WB01-A Airburst out of the packaging and transform into his vehicle mode. And as you can see, it's a nice looking out mode. A nice shuttle. It's a big shuttle and has lots of detail. I really like this mode. I'm not one to care too much about vehicle out modes, but this one just looks amazing. Just so you can have a size comparison on this thing, here's a Voyager Sandstorm. There have been some people complaining about the thrusters, saying it only has 2 of them instead of 5, and that's not accurate, but he also transforms into a robot, so you know. Okay, so to transform Airburst from his out mode to his robot mode is not that difficult, and it's kind of straightforward. First of all, you're gonna need to remove the tailpiece. Just pull it off. It's on 4 pegs that go into these peg holes here. We then remove his cannons. What you need to do now is come here and pull the legs down like that until you hear them click into place. Now for the wings, you're going to fold the tips like this, and then fold the wing up. And if you see here, this part of the wing is on a double hinge, and you want to fold it by the lower hinge like that. And you're gonna insert this peg into this hole, and this tip here goes into this groove. So do the same with the other wing. And there you go. We're gonna separate this whole part here like this and pull the canopy back. We're gonna open this panel like that. Then do the same for the other side. Now you rotate the arms out like this. Then you rotate them by the elbows. You're gonna need to push here to pop the hand out. and then you're gonna rotate it. Close this panel here. Now do the same for the other hand. Pull this hand out like that, rotate it, and close the panel. These pauldrons up here are on ball joints like you see here. So first rotate it like this. Rotate the head. And collapse these small panels here like this. Just don't force them in because they don't bend all the way in, and this is as far as they can go. Now close these panels here, bring the canopy down so you end up with this backpack. Separate the legs. Bend the thrusters back to make the heels. Bring the feet down and you're gonna rotate the toes like this. And then you rotate the other toe like that, and there you go. You have your airburst in robot mode. And I gotta say, he looks fantastic. They made an amazing job with this figure. He is definitely awesome. And here you have another size comparison. Here's Airburst next to Sandstorm, so you can see that they're really the same size. So Airburst is like a Voyager class transformer. Okay, so for the articulation on this guy, his head is on a ball joint, so it goes side to side, up and down, and these pauldrons are also on ball joints so they don't hinder his articulation that much. The arms can go forwards and backwards, as well as up and down. They have swivels here and a hinge here. They also have a bicep cut, so it rotates around. Double jointed elbows. There's a swivel at the wrist and a hinge on the fingers. So it's the whole four fingers molded together that bend. The waist is on a swivel, so it goes side to side. The legs go forwards and backwards and in and out. And this crotch panel opens up in case you need more articulation on the legs. He also has thigh cuts. Hinge knees, which can bend this far, and the feet are on ball joints so they can move forwards and backwards as well as rock side to side. And that's a lot of articulation on this guy, which allows for some cool posing. As for his accessories, he includes two blasters. And you can use them like this, or if you pull the barrel out all the way, you'll see they'll come out because these pins here don't work as they may have intended. But if you put them back in, they will hold nicely. He holds the blasters tight and they look extremely cool. As for the tailpiece, you can separate it right down the middle like this, and you can see it holds together by a peg here and a hole here and a hole here and a peg here. There's two things you can do with these pieces. First of all, just push this tab here to reveal the missiles. Okay, so what you can do with these rocket launchers, you can either pull this tab out like this and you will end up with some sort of gun like this if you want Airburst to have this big gun. I actually don't like this and I think it looks ridiculous. The other option is just pushing the tab back in, pull this fin down and plug it into his forearm here like this. Same with the other one, plug it into his forearm like that and there you go. He's ready for battle with his huge rocket launchers. Now give him his blasters like that and he looks very cool with those rocket launchers there, I believe. You can also plug them in his wings here if you desire, although I don't think it works or looks as nice. Maybe if you fold this wingtip up, you can plug it here like that. Or maybe up here. With the wingtip down it doesn't hold as nicely, but I don't like it that way. So for me, I'm displaying him with the launchers on his arms like this. Airburst also includes this laminated card with the awesome illustration from the box and Warbotron here on the bottom and his name on top. And on the back we get his face, his name and number, a typo for Armed Forces of the Warbotron, rank Sergeant, Action Team Martial Master, and his skill, strength, and intelligence. He also includes his comic/instructions. And this guy hopefully is the next one because he looks amazing. After that comic is over, you get instructions on how to transform him into his different modes. And here's his arm mode. By the way, the package doesn't include the hand, so I'm guessing it will be included with the core robot. And the back is just another picture of Airburst. Okay guys, so to transform him back into his shuttle mode, it's not that difficult. Let's just pop these rocket launchers off, bend the tail fin, peg these two pieces together like that, push the missiles back in like this, and take the guns off him. Now we're gonna rotate the hands like this and bend them into the forearm. And this is the only thing that I don't like about this figure. I don't like how his forearms are hollow. It kinda puts me off, but that's the only complaint I have. So again, rotate the hand and bend it into the forearm. We're gonna rotate the head around and now we'll bring these two pauldrons up and around like that. And we're gonna bring the canopy up and clip this all together. Now you're gonna open these panels here like this and rotate the arms into there. And we're gonna open these panels up. One thing I want to point out before we continue. The legs are really hard to push in if they're pegged together. So what I prefer to do is just push them in a little before separately like this. And then peg them together. That way it's gonna be easier when you push them up later. So continuing where we left off, we're gonna rotate the forearms like this. Take these panels down and they go in like that. Now you have a peg here that goes into this side of the leg, so just bring that down and peg it. Do the same for the other side. This might be the hardest part of this transformation. Come on! There we go. Now push the legs up like that. Bring the thrusters down. Unfold the wings. The wings pop out from time to time. And just peg it back here. So unfold the other wing like that. And you're gonna rotate the feet like this. And bring the whole thing forward. Take the landing gear out from his chest. This one's harder than the other one in my figure. There we go. And then you take the whole tail fin assembly and you're gonna peg it here like that. Put the guns down here. And you can either put them down here or here on the side. But I don't like them here, so I peg them here on the front hole. You can also peg them up back here. But they look cooler in the front, so you can see them sticking out of the wings. And there you go, that's Airburst back into show mode. Airburst has a brown and purple color scheme that, to me, just looks incredible. Sure, it's really not G1 accurate, but the colors work. He also has some silver detailing throughout that really brings the whole thing together. His sides have light piping, which gives Airburst an amazing look. And the sculpting on this guy is also incredible, with intricate mechanical parts all over his three modes. Warbotron has put a lot of effort into this figure to make it look great in all modes. But I have to say again that these hollow forearms really put me off. And yes, there's a lot of controversy on the way the distribution was handled for this guy, but shady business practices aside, this is a great figure that deserves a spot in every Transformers fan's collection. Airburst is only available for the time being at Big Bad Toy Store, so if you want to get a hold of him, that's your only option right now for the next 3 months. I know, it sucks, but that's all we have right now. So that's gonna wrap up this look at Warbotron's WB01-A Airburst. I want to thank you for watching, and if you like this review, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Also, post a comment below. I'd love to hear your opinions on this figure. So have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys in another edition of Super Awesome Toys.